Welcome to this short audio video about human rights. We often hear about human rights in big political debates, but did you know that there are actually local tools you can use every day? Today, we're breaking down the Human Rights Act 1998. In the UK, this act doesn't just give you a list of nice ideas, it gives you legal power. It requires public authorities like the police, the NHS and your local council to treat you with dignity and fairness. If they don't, you can use these articles to challenge them. Let's go through the full list and see how they work in practice. Let's look at the main rights now. There are 16 main rights, and here is how you might interact with them. Article 2 is the right to life. This isn't just about not killing someone, it's about protection. A family might use this to force a hospital to investigate why a loved one died under their care. Article 3 looks at the freedom from torture and inhuman treatment. This is often used in care homes. If an elderly person is left in cold, dirty conditions, that is a breach of their dignity and can be challenged legally. Article 4 is freedom from slavery. This protects victims of modern slavery. A person can challenge the police if they fail to investigate a situation where someone is being forced to work for no pay. Article 5 is your right to liberty. If you are held in a mental health unit or by the police, you have the right to know why and to challenge it in court if there is no legal reason to keep you. Article 6 is a right to a fair trial. This ensures you have access to a lawyer and a fair hearing if the state takes you to court. Article 7, no punishment without law. You can't be charged for something that wasn't a crime when you did it. Article 8 is a respect for private and family life. This is actually a huge article. It's been used to stop councils from splitting up elderly couples by sending them to different care homes. It's about your right to a family unit. Article 9, freedom of thought, religion and belief. You can use this to challenge a workplace that bans you from wearing a religious symbol, like a cross or a hijab, unless there are very good safety reasons. Article 10, freedom of expression. This protects your right to hold opinions and share information, like a journalist exposing a local council. Article 11, freedom of assembly. This is your right to protest peacefully. You can use it to challenge the police if they try to stop a quiet march for no clear reason. Article 12 contains the right to marry. This protects your right to start a family. It's been used to ensure people in care or hospitals have the capacity to choose to marry their partners. And then there's Article 14, the prohibition of discrimination. This is a booster right. It means all the other rights must be given to you without bias, regardless of things such as your race, your sex, or even your disability. Then we have the protocols. These are extra rights that have been added later. Protocol 1, Article 1, protection of property. You can challenge a public body if they try to take your land or home without a fair and legal process. Protocol 1, Article 2 is the right to education. Parents can choose and ensure their children aren't unfairly excluded from the school without a proper alternative. Protocol 1, Article 3 is the right to free elections. This ensures that you can vote in secret. Care home staff use this to make sure residents are registered and supported to reach a polling station. So, how do you go about actually using all this information? You don't always need a lawyer from day one. The most effective way to start using is the right use of language. If you feel a council or a hospital is being unfair, write to them and say, I believe this decision is not proportionate and interferes with, for example, my Article 8 right to a family life. Public bodies are legally required to listen to that. It forces them to stop and think, is there a fairer way to do this? The Human Rights Act isn't just for lawyers, it's a toolkit for everyone to ensure we are treated like human beings. I hope this information has been useful. If you do need further advice on your human rights, you are very welcome to contact the EASS helpline on 0808 800 0082 or use our contact form on our website, which is found at equalityadvisoryservice.com. Thanks for listening.